Gearbox makes great games, and their next game, which also may be great, is called Battleborn. Tell us the whole idea behind this title, because it's not something that we've played before from you guys. This is a little bit different, so tell us a little bit about this one.
So the idea behind Battleborn is that we know that stars have a lifespan, and in our universe, in the universe that Battleborn is set in, all of the stars but one have disappeared at the hands of a mysterious force. So cue our Battleborn, they have to go and rally to protect the last star, Solus, and despite being from different backgrounds, different factions, they're going to all come together and they're going to try to fight this threat.
On second thought, I'd rather just kill you now.
When I play the game and look through the character roster, it feels like something like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or something like that. It looks like these guys are about to get into a head-to-head type of fighting experience, but it's a first-person shooter with a tremendous amount of different types of mechanics. Take us into that a little bit.
Yeah, so it's actually really funny that you mentioned fighting games, because Gearbox were inspired by all sorts of different things. Well, one of the things we're really inspired by is fighting games. So we've taken a bunch of inspiration from that. You probably see it in some of our character ultimates. And then we've also taken inspiration from things like Western CG, and then combining that with Japanese anime, so getting that polish with that bright graphic action that you can get out of anime.
Yeah, that's what I thought!
Tell us the design philosophy. What were you guys aiming for with the look and feel of the game?
So the look and feel of the game is that mashup, almost Pixar meets anime. And then above everything else, honestly, we want it to look cool. So it's all about getting these really cool characters and folding in things that we love and working with that. So our inspirations can range from not only those different game genres that I mentioned earlier, but also looking at movies, looking at art books from other things, looking at old toys. The crane arm that you saw in our demo is inspired by an old 80s robot arm. We recently had a new art book come into the office, He-Man. I think we spent hours looking over it. It's a mashup of everything that our art team loves, getting to add that in and fold that into our universe.
You have a really strong lineage here with Borderlands. It's such an incredible property. How do you distance from that? How do you create space from Borderlands? And then my next question, as a fan of Borderlands, are there any Borderlands characters in Battleborn?
We love Borderlands, and me personally, I'm also a huge Borderlands fan. It's part of our lineage, and we have a really soft spot for that. But Battleborn is very much its own unique thing. If you put them side to side next to each other, they're both stylish games, but they're stylish in their own flavor. Whereas with Borderlands, you get that beautiful inking on everything. With Battleborn, we get really beautiful, stylized, almost clean approach to all of the characters, and that graphic feature that we're getting is, I think, what sets them apart. And then from like a design side, in Borderlands, we got to level up a character over a long amount of time. In Battleborn, we get a very fast progression system. So through our Helix, you'll actually get to experience your character's full growth range over the course of a match. So that gives you a lot of replayability. You can try different things in the Helix.
That right there is a big computer.
On different playthroughs and really see some different results.